Good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to the home of the Bulldogs, Defiance High School, the site of this Division IV district, or rather sectional game for boys basketball action. As the Aces, enjoying a first-round bye, are in this evening's sectional final, battling the Ayersville Pilots. Hi, everybody. I'm Bill Murphy with Hicksville Community Television. Alongside Jim SILER and Chris Warner behind the camera lens tonight. And we are looking forward to a fun night of sectional basketball action here at the Dog Pound. I want to say a big thank you before we go any further to all of our underwriters making our trip to Defiance possible. As always, the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Defiance or in Hicksville, and the Community Memorial Hospital of Hicksville, Ohio. And we also want to say thanks to our tournament underwriters joining us to make our tournament coverage possible. The office of Dr. Robert Ramos, DDS in Hicksville, the Hicksville Rotary Club, and the Hicksville Athletic Boosters, all three of them proud to support Aces basketball on Hicksville Community Television. I want to thank them so very much. We get ready to introduce the players here tonight. Got a great tournament atmosphere. And the first thing, Jim, is we need to say a big thank you to Coach Jerry Beauty, well, Athletic Director Jerry Beauty. I still call him Coach.
He's still Coach.
Yeah, but man, what a nice facility this is, Jim.
Yep, it's everything that anybody would ever want.
Yeah, it's almost like you're not even at a high school. It's kind of a collegiate level of
right. One guy told me a while ago, he said it was just like a miniature Stroh Center down at Bowling Green.
Which is, of course, sort of the target that the Aces have,
right,
because the winner here tonight advances to district level play. And the district that this sectional goes into is the one over at the Grand Canyon in Napoleon. So the Aces are favored to win here tonight. Again, they had the first round bye. And the Pilots defeated the Holgate Tigers earlier in the week to make it to this sectional final. And then there'll be another sectional final after our game. And you can already see sitting on one side, the Edgerton Bulldogs are sitting on one side of the gym. And then over on the other side, you have the Antwerp Archers. They're going to be watching this game because whoever wins the contest between Antwerp and Edgerton, which will be the late session game here played tonight, they will be the opponent facing the winner of this game in that district semifinal at Napoleon. So, Jim, they're going through the starting lineups and the introducing everybody from both teams. So I guess this will be a good time for us to run through the starters as well.
As what we have. They don't have one of those scoreboards with all the numbers up on them and that. So.
Yeah, maybe the big screen TV will do that later when we get going.
That could be.
So,
well, anyway, we'll give you the starting lineups that we have for Ayersville. They start number 0, Ryan Martin. He's a guard at 5'7", and he's a senior. Number 2, Lucas Calhoun, a guard at 6 foot, a sophomore. Number 10, Braden Amoroso. He's a guard at 5'9", sophomore. Number 20, Trevor Oakley, a forward, 5'10", a junior. And number 24, Jacob Berner. He's a guard forward, 6'1", senior. For the Aces, as we turn the page. Okay, for the Aces, they start number 1, Trevian Tunis. He is 6 foot junior. Number 4 is Dylan Early, and he is a 5'8" senior. Number 12, Parker Thiel, a 6'1" senior. Number 22, Landon Turnbull, a 6'2" sophomore.
And number 10.
And number 10 is the man himself, Michael Myers, 5'8" senior. So teams are about ready to go. We expect a good ball game here tonight because teams get up for tournament more than what they see in regular
and
season.
This is really kind of a GMC reunion. The Aces, of course, beat Ayersville in the regular season. And again, whether it's Edgerton or Antwerp, should they go into the district, they'll be facing a team that they've beaten twice, both in the Route 49 Classic and in the regular season as well. So Turnbull will be lining up center along with Berner.
So Turnbull controls the tip and gets it to Early. We're up the floor with Michael Myers. Gives to Early. Over to Tunis. Tunis drives to the lane. Michael Myers drives the opposite side, comes in. Aces passing the ball.
A lot of this, I think, too, is kind of getting
is
used to the
feeling
floor.
It, yes, feeling it out.
You can only do so much with warm-ups. You actually have to get out there and be playing against somebody to kind of get the vibe. Tunis.
And Tunis lays up shot. And the Aces take the early lead. Martin controlling the ball out front for Ayersville.
And our big TV screen now has players and fouls and points and the clock and everything else you could want, and then some.
And then some, yes.
Boy, this is a nice place.
Yeah, I really like the bucket seats they have over on the other side and down on the one end.
Shot up, and that's good.
Shot. Berner hits the two-pointer for Ayersville to tie it. As we move along, Parker Thiel is to Early to Turnbull. Turnbull spins, gives back to Thiel. Goes into lane, lays it in, good. Hey, see what he did to Ayersville when they played before.
I want to thank Jack Schock from the Athletic Boosters for giving us a big stack of stats to work with here tonight.
Yeah, Parker had 22 points against Ayersville earlier on January the 3rd when the Aces won 61-38. He also led the team in rebounding that night with 9. Shots put up and
knocked out of bounds. Last touch by number 20 for the Pilots. Trevor Oakley.
Golly, substitute already. Number 1 is Ryan Clark in the game for Ayersville. Dylan Early drives, baseline, comes back up on top. Parker Thiel spins, pass across Turnbull. Shot is up and no good. Rebound to the Berner. Martin holding the ball. Martin, 12-footer, in and out. Clark with the rebound. And could have been a jump ball just as well as it was a shot. And Tunis with another bucket.
Makes it 6-2.
Ayersville fans and coaches were a little riled by that no call. So Ayersville calling a 30-second timeout.
As the Aces are just sticking to their standard game plan. I mean, they're moving the ball, they're doing the fast passes. If you're down there on the floor, you don't have the overhead vantage point like we do. It can be kind of confusing when they really start moving that ball around really quickly. And part of what they do, Jim, is they just tire you out.
Yeah.
They use their conditioning, and again, so we've seen a lot of games in the regular season that by the time you get to the halfway through the third quarter, start the fourth quarter, the opponent is just kind of gasping for air around the edges a little bit.
Right. So, yeah, and and some of these guys, they're wearing knee braces and tights, and one guy's got a long sleeve shirt on out there. That doesn't help. The long sleeve shirt doesn't help you a bit. If you think it's cold out there, wait 2 minutes into the game. So Berner inbounds to Martin. Martin with the ball. Dylan Early on him. Pass goes to Clark. Oakley set the pick. Ball across court to Martin. Rebound taken away from Early.
And then stolen by Thiel, and he traveled. Oh, that's a tough one, but he was down on one knee, and he passed the ball as he was sliding forward about 6 inches after catching that pass. So they blow the travel on Parker Thiel.
Ayersville with the ball. Clark with it down low. Gives it back out. Shot from 3. In and out, no good. Clark with a rebound, and it's good. He may be somebody that they're going to have to put a body on. Turnbull, Thiel, lays it up, no good.
Quickly down the floor, and going to have a foul on the floor.
Myers slapped the ball away and took a wrist with it.
That's Myers' first personal and team foul number 1.
Burner with the ball. Martin signals to go across court, which he does. Gives it to Calhoun. Calhoun into the lane, 12-foot pass down to Clark, and another personal goes on Meyer.
Yep, so Michael Myers picking up 2 quick ones.
Miller into the game for Myers.
Clark hits it.
Hey, he's got 5 points on the evening already.
And that's going to be a whistle away from the
20 for Ayersville. Oakley. Tunis inbounds it. Parker Thiel. Shot is up, and he is fouled.
He'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Burner picks up the personal. Thiel's first is good. Second is up, and it's also good, and puts the Aces ahead, 8-7. 3:17 remaining in the first period. Martin with the ball for Ayersville. Turnbull, nice block.
Quickly down to Tunis.
Back to Turnbull. Miller gives it to Thiel. To Tunis. Wow, about threw it away. Miller gives to Thiel. Thiel looking for that quick pass inside, nobody there. Early. Turnbull spins, goes up, shot partially
gets it
blocked.
back.
Ball to Thiel, gives it to Miller. To Early. Tunis from outside.
Boom.
Bingo. 3-timer. 7 points for Tunis.
Oh, out of bounds. It'll go to the Aces.
Yep. Oakley tripped and ball went out of bounds off him. Hicksville ball. Tunis gives to Turnbull, to Miller. Back Tunis. To Thiel. Thiel drives, gets cut off. Come back around. Miller with the ball. Tunis again for three.
Boom! Oh my! 10 points now for Travian.
It's an easy way of putting a team out of a ball game real quick. Ball coming around, Martin with it.
Shot from the outside, off the
Martin
front of the
shot.
iron. Jump
We
ball.
have a jump ball.
That'll go to the Pilots on the possession arrow. Early a little slow getting up.
Yeah, he got mugged. It's 2-on-1.
Doing all they can to get rid of that, get their hands on that basketball. Parker Thiel right in his face right away, so nothing there. No quick shot off the inbounds.
Yeah. 45 seconds left in the first period. Martin. Pass out on top, goes to Burner. Cross the floor.
Almost picked off.
Burner shot from 10, rolls good. 20 seconds remaining.
For the last shot here. They're leading by 5.
Tunis, bad pass off Thiel's hand out of bounds with 4.8 remaining. Little pressure coach asked for. Make him cough the ball up. Shut him down. We have a blocking foul on Thiel. His first.
That's team foul number 3 for the Aces.
Into the game comes Zach Brickle. Thiel sets down.
Shot at the buzzer, no
Off
good.
the rim, no good. And score at the end of the first quarter of play is Hicksville 14 and Ayersville 9.
And between quarters here, we want to say a big thank you to our underwriters. First off, our tournament underwriters, the office of Dr. Richard Ramus, DDS in Hicksville, Ohio, and our friends at the Hicksville Rotary Club, and of course, Jack Shock and everybody from the Hicksville Athletic Boosters. I want to thank them so very much. They're proud to support Aces athletic broadcasts on HIX-TV. Thanks also to our underwriters throughout the entirety of the season, the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, and Jim Schmidt Ford, the Jim Schmidt Truck Lot, and of course online at jimschmidtauto.com, and Community Memorial Hospital of Hicksville, celebrating over 65 years of serving the healthcare needs of the Hicksville area. You can check them out online at www.cmhosp.com. We want to thank all of our underwriters for their support, making it possible for us to be here at the Dog Pound in Defiance for this sectional basketball game on HIX-TV. So the Aces looked like they were just about ready to take the lid off and really kind of blow it open, Jim, but the Pilots, they're kind of feisty. They're hanging in there. It's it's tournament. You lose, you go home. And
Ayersville's really worked hard on defense. I can see in their practices because they're cutting everybody off, trying to make that cut into the lane. So Tunis with the ball. Dernbull to Early. Back Tunis in the corner. Tunis getting hand checked. Thiel to Brickle. Brickle. His shot blocked out of bounds by Clark.
I think they've been working with Clark, too, because he's really been a force to be reckoned with underneath the bucket here so far tonight.
Yeah, he's a pretty good jumper, too. He's taken away a couple rebounds in there that wouldn't normally have. Thiel spins, gives the ball in the corner to Early. Cross court to Brickle. Brickle drives in the lane, turn around, puts it up, misses everything.
Thiel with the rebound, and he's fouled.
Thiel is fouled.
24.
24, that's Burner.
So the Aces are doing a good job. They're working on the big man, Burner.
Michael Myers back in the game for
Early. If Michael picks up another foul, we won't see him till the second half.
No kidding. Can't afford that.
Brickle takes it strong to the hoop, draws the foul, and he'll go to the line. We'll see if that's going to be 20. Or, nope, 20. Number 1. They're going to give the foul. Ryan Clark. That's what they need to do, too, to maybe get him into a little foul trouble, or at least get him thinking about it.
Yep, you're right. Brickle shot rolls off.
This is
no good. Ayersville coach asking for motion offense. Get people moving down there. Martin goes across, bringing it back around.
Nice shot.
Runner put up there.
Amoroso, number 10. Makes it a 14-11 game.
And Myers gives it up to Turnbull. Turnbull, Tunis. Tunis down low to Brickle. Shot is good.
Zach just had himself a nice position there and able to hit the easy shot.
Got a nice pass. Martin with the turnaround. 2 points for him. 16-13, Aces lead. Turnbull with a 15-footer. It's good.
And his first points of the night.
Parker Thiel out with a rebound on the road, gives it up. Turnbull with a lay-in. 2013.
Aces starting to take it up a notch here a little bit. And a foul.
Tunis going to pick this one up.
His first, that'll be team foul number 4 on the Aces. So both the Aces and the Pilots with 4 team fouls.
20. Oakley is shooting.
Gets it.
Early back in the game for Myers. Myers is going to get short spurts. Oakley's second is also good.
Makes it 20-14, cuts the lead to 6.
23 is into the game. Anthony Cook for Oakley. Parker Thiel with the ball. Over to Early. To Tunis, into the lane. Gives it up to Brickle.
Brickle's a jump ball.
Jump ball called.
So that'll stay with the Pilots.
Miller coming back in the game. Take Brickle's place.
Put Brickle on Rue, number 4 or number 10. Excuse me. That's Amoroso.
Martin, pass inside, back out Cook, back to Martin. Burner out there with him. Number 10 makes the bait. Amoroso with his second bucket of the night.
And it's back to a 3-point game.
Early. This is Thiel, spins back to Early. To Tunis in the lane, comes back out. Shot put up by Miller, it's no good. And rebound goes to Burner. Martin with the ball. Martin out, and it's off
bounds.
Cook's hand out of bounds.
.433 to go here in our first half of play. Aces with a 3-point lead, 20-17. And
Myers back in the game. Parker Thiel turns. Ball's at Tunis. Tunis just getting mugged out there. Thiel.
Early. Ooh.
Three banger by Dylan Early. (23-17). Burner. Cook. Burner for three. It's no good. Meyer the rebound. Over to Parker Thiel. Thiel to Early. Didn't get that one to fall. Parker Thiel got the ball. That one doesn't go. Thiel gets another rebound, and he got it. Boy, that's not giving up.
No. Get your own rebound two or three times in a row.
You know, no kidding. 25-17. Pass down low. Tunis cuts him off. Burner is it over in the corner to Amoroso. Rebound goes to Myers. Down floor to Thiel. It's good.
Oh, nice. That was nice.
And we got a Ayersville timeout.
Yeah, their 3-point deficit has now become a 10-point deficit, and the Pilots want to talk things over.
2:59 to go in the second quarter.
And again, we want to say a big thank you to the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships, Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick and Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com and Community Memorial Hospital of Hicksville. Just got some new information from them today, as a matter of fact. They've got some classes that are coming up of interest, and of course the after hours clinic. You can find out more at cmhosp.com. And also, again, thanks to Doc Ramos, the office of Dr. Richard Ramos, DDS, and of course the Athletic Boosters, Hicksville Athletic Boosters, and the Hicksville Rotary Club. Proud to support our Aces tournament basketball broadcasts here on HIX-TV. I want to thank all of them. It's kind of strange that people not familiar. Yeah, Bob Ramos. Was I saying Ramos?
You said Richard.
Oh, Richard? I'm sorry. It was Robert.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I sit across from him at Rotary too, so I'm probably gonna. I'll hear about that.
Don't even know who you're talking to.
I was saying the other thing we got to kind of get used to here, Jim, is people are not familiar with this. There's an indoor track. We're up on like a mezzanine, and there's an indoor track actually around the entirety of the basketball court on the second floor, if you will. And we have people that are here actually walking the track and so forth behind us.
Killing time.
Yeah. So if you hear gallops behind us, that's why some people are putting in some laps.
Burner, Amoroso, Martin goes around. Cook gets it. Burner.
Almost.
About lost it out of bounds.
Yep. And
oh.
Be on early. Oh, ticky tack.
Had him on the arm.
Team foul number.
That's
team
15
foul number
foul.
5. Yeah.
Burner with the ball for Ayersville. Was back up on top. Martin has it. Lob inside to Clark.
Stripped away.
Early.
And a timeout called by Coach Tony Tier.
Good call.
While they still had the possession of the ball.
Yes, good call.
Because if he had actually completed that, I think he might have been called for traveling the way that they've been officiating here tonight. So Aces will have the ball coming out. This is their first time out of the game. They'll have 4 remaining.
Yeah, that was heads up by coach. Get that timeout. Early was kind of sliding yet.
Yep. Well, ever since they had the Parker Thiel, intercepted that pass and went down on his knee when he did it, and he passed it as he was sliding forward, and they called him for traveling. So I guess they've been a little more aware of the circumstances, and that's, as you've said many times, Jim, that's just part of playing in tournament. You got to kind of, not only is it a different venue, but the officiating is. You have to adjust to that as well.
That's very true. I think that's more true in baseball than it is in basketball, because you have to adjust to the umpire strike zone.
Ooh. Foul underneath the hoop.
Turnbull get that
Turnbull.
one. Yep.
It's number 6. So next foul committed by Hicksville will put the Pilots into the bonus.
2 minutes to go in the first half.
And we're getting some
Burner
personnel
coming back in the game. Cook leaving.
shifting stuff around.
Number 20, Oakley's back in the game.
Under 2 minutes now as they inbounds the ball.
Calhoun's back on the floor too for Ayersville, number 2. Martin. They're trying really hard to get the ball to Clark. Tunis is on him, keeping his head turning. Burner drives baseline, pass across in the corner. Oh,
Turnbull
nice pass.
Just walks right into it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Turnbull out to Tunis. Miller early drives, and he is fouled. And it looks like it's Clark going to get that one.
That'll be second. That'll be the second personal on the big guy. (28-17). We're under a minute.
Burner tried to move on Thiel, didn't get it done. Number 2, Calhoun. Yeah,
He'll get 2. They're going to call it really close underneath the hoop. Wow.
So early, he picks up his second one.
That's number 7. So for the remaining 34.6 seconds, this will be a 2-shot foul. This is the first one. Calhoun at the line. And into the game, number 11, Logan Schlachter.
Second free throw is good by Calhoun. 28-18. Aces look like it's going to be one shot.
Yep. Going to burn the clock down and then drive the bucket.
They're trying to decide who goes and makes Thiel move. 15.
Tunis got
Yeah.
it.
And that's the end of the first half of play with the Aces up on the Ayersville Pilots, 31-18, thanks to Tarabian Tunis's. Yeah, he's got
Shot just before the
13 points.
Yes, indeed. It's been quite the first half.
Yes.
Well, we're going to step aside here and again say a big thank you to Jerry Beauty and the sectional tournament committee here at Defiance High School. It's just an outstanding venue. We got a terrific broadcast position. Can't thank them enough. And we have reached the halftime. With the Aces on top, Jim and I are going to step aside, but we invite you to stay tuned. We'll be back. We'll have all the exciting second half action coming your way right here on HIX-TV.
Well, we're back here with the second half for the second half of this game here at the Dog Pound in Defiance. The Aces lead 31-18 at the half. The scoring goes this way for Ayersville. Ryan Martin has 2 points. Ryan Clark has 5. Lucas Calhoun, 1 free throw. Braden Amoroso, he has 2 baskets for 4. Trevor Oakley has 2 free throws for 2, and Jacob Berner has 2 baskets for 4 for their total of 18. For Hicksville, we have starts here at the bottom with Landon Turnbull with 2 buckets for 4 points. Parker Thiel, 3 buckets and 2 free throws for 8. Dylan Early has a basket and a tray and a free throw for 4. Zach Brickle has 1 basket for 2, and Travian Tunis is leading the way with 3 trays, 2 buckets, and 13 total points. So looking good right now.
Especially if Landon Turnbull or Parker Thiel and Michael Myers lights up in the second half as we've seen them do.
Well,
so they still have a lot in the tank still, I guess is what I'm saying, Jim, as we head into the second half.
But they are being covered like blankets with the defense. They are all over them.
And I think they better get used to it, because I think that's going to be kind of the philosophy. People have scouted the Aces and see how fast they are and how they pass around.
Those Edgerton Bulldogs sitting over there will definitely work them over if they're playing them.
And there's the Antwerp Archers over on the other side.
Yes.
So they're taking notes.
Yes, they are. We're off to the go in the third quarter. Parker Thiel gives to Early. Gives it out to Tunis. Parker Thiel with the ball back into the lane. Gives it up to Tunis in the corner. Bingo.
That's
another
3.
one. That's 4 of them for him. So Ayersville had Martin with the ball. Cross courts, knocked away and stolen by Turnbull.
Landon's been kind of quiet so far tonight.
Shot put up by Early, and it's rebounded by Berner. Berner, the length of the floor, comes up. Looking for somebody to give it to. Martin gets it.
They're going to have to back it way out. Travian Tunis is just attaching himself to Clark's hip.
Yes, he is.
Pretty much.
Yeah, denying him the ball without even looking at him. There's the ball's down low to him. Get some help.
Oh, that was nice.
Yeah.
A good move.
That's what you do when you keep moving, man. You get buckets. Oakley with the 2-pointer. Early. Gives it to Thiel. To Tunis. Gives it to Michael Myers. Off to Early. Tunis in the corner. Turnbull. Shot put up.
Good.
And good.
And I think he's going to go to the line.
Yes, he is. Who got the foul?
Number two.
2, Calhoun. It's his second.
Hits it.
7 points for Turnbull. Martin to Calhoun. Cross court, almost taken away by Early, and it's out of bounds to Ayersville. Berner will inbound it. Martin gets the ball. Berner to Martin. Cross court, Myers with the steal. Thiel, good.
Oh.
You can't guard 2 people by yourself.
Double figures now for Parker Thiel.
And he picks up a foul. Parker, relax.
That's his second personal, and that'll be team foul number 1 for the Aces here in this second half.
Number 12, Jacob Trevino comes in for Martin for Ayersville. Berner with the ball. Goes inside, knocked away, and Thiel steals it. Hands, hands, hands. Everywhere. Meyer down low. Turnbull, turn around, it's good. What you were saying about somebody getting hot the second half. It goes Berner down low, misses a shot. Ball tipped away. Clark with the rebound, and it's good. He's not getting the ball enough for them. Got 7 points.
But another timeout on the floor. Called by the Pilots. They'll have 2 remaining after this. Another opportunity for us to say a big thank you to the Hicksville Athletic Boosters, and also to the Hicksville Rotary Club, and to the office of Dr. Bob Ramos, DDS, our tournament basketball underwriters here on HIX-TV, joining the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships and Community Memorial Hospital of Hicksville, making our trip to Defiance and our coverage of this Division IV sectional final game possible on HIX-TV. I want to thank them all so very much. Hopefully you will do the same. Got to mop some sweat off the floor, and Aces will have the ball out of bounds. 4:53 left to go here in the third quarter.
Turnbull down there, walking down the floor, talking to his man on defense, Calhoun.
Oh,
Tunis again.
That's 5 3-pointers for Travian tonight.
Calhoun, ball stolen. Thiel lays it in. 12 points for Thiel. Clark coming back in the ball game for Ayersville. And Moroso also.
Clark's rest got cut a little short.
Oh, nice block, Turnbull.
So also coming in number 40, Devin Rue.
Ball out to Martin. Martin comes and gets it. Burner down low to Rue, and Early.
Oh, he gets it.
Early gets the foul.
Rue gets the friendly bounce, and he will go to the line to complete the three-point play if he can. 46-24. This is still up by 22.
Turnbull setting down, and Miller in the game for him. Rue at the line. Free throw, no good, and pulled down by Parker Thiel. Early to Miller. Miller. Myers in the corner, no good, and it's tipped up and in. Miller gets the tip in. His first two of the night. 48-24. Score has been doubled in the third quarter.
That's slapped from behind by Travian Tunis, out of bounds. Yeah, the Aces have come out of the halftime locker room and they've really stepped it up a notch, Jim. And
yeah, Tunis has.
Yeah.
Jeez.
It's going to be hard to defend against anybody. Or, I mean, somebody puts in 5 3-pointers.
Yeah. Burner drives the lane and Tunis has got him on the arm.
Tunis' second personal. That's team foul number 3 on the Aces.
Burner at the line. First one is up and missed. Turnbull back in the game for Early.
He'll sit down with those 3 fouls.
Fouls are almost non-existent now. They don't mean much. Second free throw is good. 5 points for Burner. Turnbull to Thiel. Tunis. Miller. Shot off, no good. Turnbull. Bingo.
That puts Landon into double figures.
14 for him. Pass into Clark. Turns. Makes the bucket. He's got 9. Michael Myers gives it to Miller. Thiel. Tunis in the lane, drives, puts it up, no good.
They'll draw the foul.
24.
That'll be 3 on Burner.
Yep.
And that's team foul number 2.
Tunis at the line. For the first time tonight.
Travian with 19 points right now.
And still has. He's probably getting tired from shooting all those.
He's not used to being this close to the hoop.
Yeah. Brickle's in the game for Thiel.
There we go.
Yeah, it is. There's 20. Martin with the ball. Gives it up to Burner. Down to Martin. Tries to go inside. Gets up. Puts up a jumper.
Tunis might have picked up his 3rd.
Yep. 23 is Cook coming back in the game for Amoroso.
It's team foul number 4 on the Aces, and no No changes in personnel from Coach Tier.
Clark with the shot and miss. Ball yanked out and ripped away by Early. Turnbull from downtown, it's no good. Burner with the rebound. Burner. Ball knocked away from him, and it's off the toe.
Yeah, the Aces ball.
1:25 remaining in the third quarter.
Give Michael Meyer credit. He was going to try to grab that, but
Yeah.
he realized he wasn't going to get it in time, so he just pulled back and let it go out of bounds.
Yep.
Thiel will come into the game, and they'll take Tunis out for a little bit. Those 3 personal fouls. Put Early back in the game. So.
Thiel spins, lays it up. It's no good. Chases the rebound down.
And he hits it off of
Cook.
Cook out of bounds, so the Aces will retain possession.
Yeah. Yep. So Early will inbound it to Parker Thiel.
1:05 to go in the third quarter.
Michael Myers to Early. To Brickle. Michael down to.
Oh, and he's waylaid.
Brickle got waylaid by
wow.
Rue.
Just almost put the elbow right in his face. Not intentionally, but
Brickle at the line.
Zach will shoot 2.
Got one.
There we go.
3 points.
He'll get one more.
Doesn't get it. Off Clark. Be Hicksville ball.
.5 seconds. Timeout on the floor. Oh, no, a technical.
Technical for something.
Zach Brickle's going to get the technical. So not sure what happened underneath the hoop, but that one's good for Martin. And the Pilots will get possession. So Martin hits them both, makes it a 53-29 game. It'll be Ayersville's ball. Half court. He must have said something underneath, or I don't know, but they didn't hesitate at all to blow the tee on him.
Coach didn't hesitate at all to take him off the floor either.
Yep.
Cook to Martin. Down low it goes. Clark is good. 11 points for Clark.
53-20 or to 31 now.
Michael Myers with the ball to Thiel. 15 to go. Burner.
Count it.
Thiel with the driving layup.
The line. I got Parker for 14 now, Jim.
Burner picks up.
And that's 4 on Jacob Burner.
15 for Turnbull, or for Thiel.
Thiel with 15, Turnbull with 12, Tunis with 20. That's a pretty good night.
Yeah. Martin is it down to Clark. The ball is loose on the floor, and
no good.
Final shot is up and no good by Martin. And at the end of 3 quarters of play, it's Hicksville 56 and Ayersville 31.
So we've got 8 minutes of basketball left here from the Dog Pound. And those final 8 minutes tonight are going to be brought to you courtesy of our terrific lineup of underwriters here on HIX-TV. The Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, the Jim Schmidt Truck Lot, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. Remember, you can check out the entire dealer inventory online at jimschmidtauto.com. And Community Memorial Hospital, celebrating over 65 years of serving the healthcare needs of the Hicksville area, inviting you to find out more for yourself and your family. Check out their website at www.cmhosp.com. And also our tournament underwriters, we want to say a huge thank you to the Hicksville Rotary Club, proud to be a part of the Hicksville community. The Hicksville Athletic Boosters, supporting all of ACE's sports activities throughout the school year. And the Office of Bob Ramos, DDS. Dr. Bob Ramos, I want to thank you for many years of letting him help you have that healthy winning smile. I want to thank them all for making our coverage possible here on HIX-TV this evening. Here we go.
So Ayersville with the ball to start the fourth period. Martin goes to Cook, goes on around. Martin with the ball. Oakley back to Cook. Martin down inside to Rue, and Tunis picks up the foul.
That'll be 4 on Travian. Rue gets the bucket, and he'll go to the line. Travian. See if Coach Tier is going to bring him out for a while or just leave him in and see what happens.
Doesn't look like it. Nobody's moving.
Rue misses. And jump ball, tie up between Early and Oakley, and the Aces have the possession arrow.
Oh, a little bit of pressure now. Deal with it. Early. Tunis. Myers for 3.
Boom.
Bingo.
Hello, Mr. Myers. We haven't heard from you so far tonight.
Yeah, you heard now. 3 points for Michael. Cook with the ball. Burner. Shot is up and no good. Thiel with the rebound. Quickly up the floor. Make them turn around. That's it. Pass down low. Good. And Thiel was good again.
Loose on the floor.
Ayersville players are getting a little tired.
A little ragged. Another
Martin,
3 bomb.
No good. They haven't hit one all night, have they?
No. Had to double check real quick, but I don't have any 3s on my score sheet.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Myers with the ball. Dylan Early from the corner.
Got it.
Another one. That's got to be disheartening. It just does.
So the Aces, I don't think, are going to take any chances of having this game slip away from them.
No sense of changing, the way you're playing.
Nope. I mean, it may seem.
You always do what got you there.
Yep.
Rue with 4 points.
I want to send a message, too, to either the Archers or the Bulldogs who are sitting watching.
Nice drive by Early. Gives him 9 points. Good night for him. Burner over to Martin. In the lane, pass inside.
There we go.
Burner for 3.
That's their first 3 ball of the night.
They wouldn't have had that if I wouldn't have said something. Jeez.
66-38, and Myers going to be fouled by
Martin.
Yep.
His first. Oh, Scrabini is coming on.
to say that's Martin's second team foul. And they're going to put some of their younger players in as the Pilots raise the white flag with 5 minutes to go.
Turnbull from the corner, no good.
And Parker Thiel will pick up his third.
Parker Thiel with the foul for the Aces. That's his third. Team foul number 7. It's 1-1 time for the Pilots.
So that puts the Pilots into the bonus for the last 4 minutes and 55 seconds of this game.
Chins Amoroso with the line. Shot is good.
First one.
Second is short.
Put back, that's
Ripped
good.
out of there, number
Schlachter.
11, Schlachter with the bucket. Early to Thiel. Down low, goes to Turnbull, backward, bucket. Let's get Dillon another point. Let's get him in doubles.
Turnbull is going to pick up his second.
One and one for number
44.
Barnes. Kalen Brown with a 3. Turnbull. Pass was intended for Thiel down low. Rebound Tunis, and
Tunis will be hacked.
Amoroso is going to get the foul.
It'll be his first, I believe.
Yep.
And team foul, is that going to be 6 or 7?
Well, if they put up that one,
It should be
it'll
7.
be 7.
Yeah.
Now it's 1.
That's his first. Team foul number 6.
Okay, number 6.
Aces basketball.
Myers with the ball. Early, so Turnbull.
Carry the ball.
Turn it over.
3:19 to go. Aces leading by 25. Ayersville still has 2 timeouts if they want to use them, but I think that they're just willing to let their younger players get some experience against some really good basketball guys.
Ball going around. Trevino, he played in the first half. Amoroso drives, lays it up. It's no good.
Ooh.
That's knocked out of bounds by Barnes.
Barnes was lucky. Barnes came up just shy of going face first into the little courtesy step there. And the Aces are going to pull their starters. This game is in hand. And so the younger crew, the next generation is going to come out.
Next generation.
I got Cam Straub out there, Josh Myers. Number 21 is
Baird.
Kyler Baird, Jackson Bergman.
And Mason Slattery.
Cam Straub. Slattery is for about 2.5 minutes left.
Bergman, Myers, Baird with it. Get rid of it.
Some help.
Bergman with the ball to Slattery. Oops.
Good job, Mason, hanging on to the
Dribbled it
ball.
off of his heel. Stroud, Myers, cross to Slattery.
As the Aces are doing what they're supposed to do, which is just bleed that cock down. Slapped out of the hands of Straub. He gets it back. Under 2 minutes to go. Straub there.
That was a nice fake
move.
off. He handed it one way and pulled it back.
Cam Straub getting some sectional final points. And a foul.
Gonna have a foul.
Might be on Baird.
Yep. It's on Baird.
Minute 40. And Brown will be at the line.
Rolls no good. More Ayersville players coming in the game. They had 15 players on their bench, and the Aces had 12.
Kilgallen and Beecher into the game.
And the next free throw is no good.
Stepped on the sideline, and it'll be Aces ball. With a minute 38 to go before the Aces get to cut down some nets.
Bergman for three. Ooh, almost.
Slattery with the putback, partially blocked. And again, the
stepped out
Pilots
of bounds.
stepped on the baseline. Minute 20.
Bergman out to Baird. Soft jumper from 12 is no good. Bergman the rebound is no good. Baird the rebound. It rolls no good and pulled out of there by 30. Kilgallen for the Pilots.
Get it over to Trevino.
1 minute exactly left. And we're going to have a Bergman foul this time. Yes, sir.
First one on Jackson, team foul number 10, so it's 2 shots from here on out for the Pilots. That one's good. Barnes at least gets his name in the scorebook.
Bergman gets the rebound.
The Aces need to kill 50 seconds.
Josh Myers with the ball to Baird. Gives it to Straub. Straub gives it down low to Mason.
Oh.
Mason's fighting for the loose ball, and Barnes pulls it
Straub
out
off.
there. Straub had it and get out of bounds.
30.9 seconds. Get ready to put up the ropes to keep people off of the playing surface when this game ends.
Trevino gives the ball out.
It's
Belcher.
knocked out of his hands. Slattery comes up with it. Slapped
Knocked
out of
away.
Slattery.
Dales with the steal, and we're going to have another foul.
It's going to be on Straub.
Looks that way. 11.
Cam Straub picks up his first personal. Hayden Dales.
Yeah.
Oh, got it. That makes it 70 to 45. Misses that one. Ball's loose. Barnes gets it rejected
by Bergman. Good.
Looking to get it inbounds. They finally do. 10 seconds.
There we go.
8.
Baird fighting. And we have a jump ball. It's going to be
Ayersville.
Nope, still Ayersville ball.
Ayersville's ball was 6.1. Shot from the NBA three-point land, and it's good. So Kilgallen with the 3 right before the buzzer.
70-48, the final score here. 70 for the Aces, 48 for the Pilots. So the Aces will be moving on to the next game.
They are sectional champions for the 2nd year in a row, and they'll be heading off to the Napoleon District. And at Napoleon, they will be facing the winner of the late session game here at Defiance between the Edgerton Bulldogs and the Antwerp Archers.
Yes, sir. We'll get you some
so
numbers
we're gonna,
here.
Yeah, we're gonna add real fast and.
I got Hicksville's.
Okay.
For the Aces, Zach Brickle had a basket and a free throw for 3. Dylan Early had 2 trays, a basket for 9. And a free throw for 9. Jacob Miller had 1 bucket for 2. Mike Myers had a triple for 3 points. Cam Stroud had a bucket for 2. And the big boys, Landon Turnbull had 5 baskets, 1 triple, and 1 free throw for 14. And the big man the second big man for the night is Parker Thiel with 17. And he had no threes in there. And big boy for tonight, for scoring wise for the Aces, is Tunis. He had 5 threes, 2 twos, and a free throw for 20.
All right. And we'll get ready for the Pilots, and we'll have the camera guy go down and get some footage of them cutting down the nets on the floor so that we can see the Aces celebrate their sectional championship, cutting down the nets. All the players will get a little piece of it to keep for themselves, and then the big mass that's next will go into the trophy case along with the sectional championship trophy.
Pilot scoring.
Pilots, yeah, it was, I'm sorry, it was, their lone in double figures was Ryan Clark. I had Clark with 5 buckets and a free throw for 11. Jacob Berner wound up the evening with 8 points to his credits, 2 twos, a 3, and a free throw. And after that, it's kind of catch as catch can. 5 points for Braden Amoroso. I had 4 points for Ryan Martin. Free throw and 1 point for Lucas Calhoun, 2 points for Logan Schlachter, 1 point for Hayden Dales, 4 points for Trevor Oakley, 3 points for Brady Kilgallen, 2 for Callan Brown, 6 points for Devin Rue late in the game in the 4th quarter, and a free throw and a point for Barnes. And that's about all she wrote, Jim. So again, Aces maybe a little bit slow, but that's to be expected. It's the first time that they've played on the neutral court, and again, it's kind of an experience being here on the floor for the first time. And but they warmed up nicely and got the job done and took it to the Pilots, and they're on to the district again.
They did the usual thing with somebody taking charge in the first half and everybody else helping out in the second half.
Because really
Tunis had all those points.
And he was still good for 7 in the second half. But, like I said, Tunis warmed him up, and then, like I said, in the second half, you had Turnbull with 9 points, and then you had 10 points from, 10 from Turnbull and 9 from Thiel. So I mean,
9 from Early.
Yeah, so
17 from Thiel.
Yeah, they just and in the second half. So Parker Thiel and Landon Turnbull warmed up in the second half, and they kind of balanced out Travian Tunis.
Yes, they did.
So with that, we get ready to wrap things up. Again, we want to say a big thank you to Jerry Beauty, the athletic director here at Defiance High School. He does a fantastic job. Whether we come over here for basketball or football playoffs, we're always treated like VIPs, and we just can't thank him enough. Great broadcast position and just a terrific, fantastic facility here at Defiance High School. So our thanks to them. We also want to say a big thank you once again to our tournament broadcast underwriters, the office of Dr. Bob Ramos, DDS, the Hicksville Athletic Boosters, and the Hicksville Rotary Club. I want to thank them for stepping in and helping with their support for our tournament coverage, as well as the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships, Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. Remember, it's all about service before, during, and after the sale at the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. And the Community Memorial Hospital, celebrating over 65 years of serving the healthcare needs of the Hicksville area. They want you to find out more by logging on to their website, www.cmhosp.com. And again, got some purse bingo coming up for the hospital auxiliary. They've got a blood drive that they're going to be hosting coming up in, I believe, in April. So, I mean, just a lot of things happening at Community Memorial Hospital. Find out more, www.cmhosp.com. And we want to thank you for tuning by and joining us. Hope you enjoyed our coverage from here at Defiance High School in this Division 4 sectional final. And again, on now to the Grand Canyon over in Napoleon, Jim. And whomever they face, it's going to be the rubber match. They've beaten the Archers twice.
Yep.
They've beaten the Bulldogs twice. And it's not always an easy thing to beat the same team three times in a season.
It's really tough to do that because they've had lots of film that they could watch, and they've had 2 games that they have competed, and, you know, and it's kind of like you just have developed a real tendency to go after people in the way we do, and everything is speed and hustle, and they're going to try to slow you down. And
this game tonight, I mean, Antwerp had the bye. They're the number 4 seed, and Edgerton defeated Hilltop to get to the game, and Edgerton is seeded 5th in the sectional. So it's the 4th seed against the 5th seed. So who knows how that one's going to turn out? I mean, we're just going to have to wait and see.
It's going to be a war, but if Antwerp shows up to play, it'll be their ball game.
Like I said, based on the GMC games we saw with Antwerp and with Edgerton, I'd be tempted to give the edge to Edgerton the way they played the Aces. But again, these are 2 teams that they're very familiar with each other, and they got some smart coaches too that have probably come up with a way to throw a monkey wrench into the other team's work as well.
Sure can. Antwerp defeated Wayne Trace during the season, so
so they're no slouches.
Nothing's to be given away.
No, and like I said, and as we have said, we said this last year too when the Aces made it. You know, it's like a whole nother thing when you get to the district level.
It is.
And then it's a whole nother thing when you go on to the regionals. So.
Yep.
But they are
competition really increases.
Yep. But the Aces go a step closer to maybe taking the floor at BGSU. We'll look forward to seeing what happens in the district semifinal coming up next week. We hope to be there. We've already got our request in as Coach Tony Tier heads up to finish cutting down the net.
And the roar will come up.
Yes, indeed. As again, sectional champions. Once again, what a terrific year the boys program has had at Hicksville High School.
There you go.
So with that, we're going to wrap it up. We want to thank you again for tuning by and joining us at the Dog Pound. And for Chris Warner running the camera and Jim SILER calling the play-by-play, I'm Bill Murphy with Hicksville Community Television, wishing you a good night and good sports.